dance floor with my ghouls. They look so dumb, they're so uncool. I'm just kidding, they're pretty sweet. My skeleton crew, they're so elite. My ghouls are the best, they're kinda nice. If you met them, you'd say, what a surprise. They're just misunderstood. I say misunderstood, yeah, in every way. Now everybody dance, the skeleton dance, the Reaper King dance. Now everybody dance. Crew, they're so elite. My ghouls are the best, they're kinda nice. If you met them, you'd say, what a surprise. They're just misunderstood. I say misunderstood, yeah, in every way, yeah. Now everybody dance, the skeleton dance, the Reaper King dance. Now everybody dance.
Hello. Welcome back. To a whole new day. Alright. Ashu. What is fortune today, Ashu? And alright, Paul. It's not new. Balion. Alright. That. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Alright, there we go. Boot box. Boop. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Hello, Laura. I'm doing good. Well, kind of. Well, I got the dentist next week, so it's not that much of an issue. But one of my cap teeth fell out yesterday when I was eating dinner, so that's not a good thing. But I mean, it doesn't hurt or nothing. But it just now it's weird. It's not a, so that's another thing I'm gonna be charged for when I go back to that dentist. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember when I got this. It's just that like this new dentist I've gone to has made me realize that all the other dentists I've ever gone to, and like how not so good they were, and how like they like half-assed a lot of their work, like on my teeth. So like, I'm gonna have to get that like reattached and like have him look at that one now. Other than that, my day's been okay. I have to go into work very early tonight, so I'm not looking forward to that. But it's almost the weekend, and I can like somewhat relax. Is very much a relief. Well, no, yes, yeah, technically yes, because I don't work Mondays, but I work Tuesday to Saturday, so like I go in tonight, and that's technically it part of my Saturday, but then I don't have then the next time I go in is technically Tuesday. That's the weird thing about working night shift is that you have to work in the ideal of the next day in your time schedule. So technically, yes, I have Sunday and Monday off technically, so I still have like a 2-day weekend. But like usually Saturdays was like never like that hard. But it looks like it's going to be very heavy, and I think partly is because of Amazon, the Amazon deal, Prime Day deal things that's going on. That like a lot of people are buying a bunch of stuff. All right, that's it for Rebellion. Then that's good.
Did you call me? Meow.
What are you doing?
Let's start the experiment.
Oh yeah, is that? So what we're doing? Yeah, we're doing fire. Yeah, fire hammer, money. That's what we were doing. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, look at it. Let me do that. Okay. Move over. Boop, 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 boop. That's funny. Yeah, I do like it's. Because you also gotta think is that a Reaper doesn't have an ass because it's technically just the pelvis, so it's like. So a Reaper really wouldn't have an ass. It's like I'm wearing like those I have like butt implants in my robe, or like it's like it's like attachable ass cheeks. I just God, that's gonna crack me up every time I see it. 11 giggles, man. Yeah. If anyone ever uses that, it's gonna set me off to laugh every single time. Just like the cheeky little like smile. It's like because the mouth is like somewhat open, so it's like he's like turning around like eh. It's like. It's like that moment. It's not really twerking. It's like that moment when you bend over and you're trying to grab something, and then you like feel someone staring, so you turn around and you're like, huh? That's what it kind of feels like. It's like, oh, I dropped my bone key. Like, oh? Why you looking? Let's go. God, I gotta get that off of my side monitor. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep looking over at it and then laugh. So let's switch it over. God, that got me really good. That's so funny.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
That's great work. I very much that made my day so much better now. You're like, yeah, those are good. I mean, it's good to laugh. It's good to have like a nice chuckle. I would hope you would like. I guess I don't know. If you're an artist and like you've had to draw like similar things like that before, I guess that stuff wouldn't like crack you up. You know, and it's kind of hard because when you see the full product, I don't know. That's kind of hard because like I feel like I'll be cracking up drawing that also because it's so silly. But if you like, I guess if you're used to drawing emotes and like drawing like all different type of things, I guess you kind of become like desensitized to that a little bit. Sorry for the noise. I need my AC. It's hot. That is funny. Like I have to get Reaper's ass right. You ever? That's a statement you would never think you would say. It's like a. That's like a quote in like a Family Guy episode or something. It really does sound like a comedy bit. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would be like a Family Guy bit because they do have the death character. And that, you could see that in a Family Guy bit of they have because they have the skeleton death character and him bending over, him having a big ass, and like Peter would be the guy that would say some shit about it. Yeah, I bet they will. Yeah, that's gonna be spammed. I already know that's gonna be spammed. It's gonna be spammed to make me laugh, and whenever I fail at something, people are gonna use that. It's like one of those emotes like gonna use for like multiple things, of like being funny or like you failed at something and like, oh, you're so ass. Look at like you're like. That's a good thing about an emote is like when you can use it in different ways. That's what I always found is like when emotes are like the best they are is when you can use them for different meanings. This is the emote that's most used by viewers actually. Of course it is. I want to put it back, like, cause I think when we talked about it, like that twerking Among Us thing, that was like it was so widely used. Cause it's funny and it's like, it's one of those emotes that like people can get into. Like you would post it and then you'd be like, that's funny, and then another person would post it and then you get like the wall of like of the ass jiggle. The other like emote spam that I've ever seen like that is like when you have like those combo emotes. But like those like are always so finicky. I've seen like they get right. And they usually like, it takes up a spot. I mean, when you have limited spots, Like that's a that's. Cause you want to know who I always thought had like at least the emotes that like I always like liked and like thought of, even though people have fallen off on like the creator because he did some like shit, but like I still like he's like yeah, like he's fallen off a little bit for. I mean, not really. I mean, he's live right now. And he still has like 5K viewers, but he used to get a lot more. It was Admiral Baru. If you've ever seen a panda emote, you know, it's because his emotes were so like widespread amongst Twitch and everything, and a lot of people like copied like things that his artists would do. Because his things were always so like emotive with like his little character. And I liked watching him for a good while until like I don't know. I just don't have time to watch streams. Like I actually don't have time to watch streams anymore. Like me myself. I think I could, but like I just have other things I usually like focus on. Oh, it's the last day of that. Engaging. Like and copy? Yeah. Do I still... I don't think I'm still subbed. Yeah, wait. Oh, am I still subbed to him? Oh, yeah, it's the, like, his free one I still have access to, because I cancel a lot of my subs to save money. Like his little routine. Like, it's the free one he has on his account, like, that. Like, the little panda with the pick kicks. Because he would have the joke of, like, alright, chat, back to the mines. So he would, like, yeah, he would have, like, like, is it? I don't think I have it. Wait, no. This is only Pog and stuff. Have you ever seen the like the cat like meow, like that meow emote? The one where it's like the meme cat like screeching, like that like. The first time I ever saw that emote was from him, and it was because there was like a sound in Rimworld. There was like in one of the Rimworld's like OSTs. It literally had like a cat like meowing type of sound, and it was funny as fuck because when he played it, it was always that song would play, and then his run would always get destroyed. So he called it like. Oh no, guys! It's the song of death, and like the chat would use the meow emote as like it's like meow, it's time for meow, like the end is meow. Like frog emotes are crazy as well. Oh, the Pepes? Are you talking about the Pepes? I'm a person like I don't know. Maybe I missed the time. Like I always knew about Pepe, but like I never quite like got into the craze of Pepe. I mean, the Pepe is very versatile. Like it's like his panda. It's just like a character that you can like morph into like anything. I think it's funny, It's just that me personally, like, I don't know. I just never like got into like Pepe. I thought it was funny as fuck when the government labeled Pepe a hate symbol. That's still the funniest thing to me. Is that they label the U.S. government labels Pepe as a hate symbol. that still is funny because it's so versatile. Even like terrorist groups and like people like people on Reddit used it as a hate symbol, so they labeled it a hate symbol even though it's not really. And it's stupid. It's just old people not understanding the internet and being like, this string hurts my feelings, so into the law it goes. All right, so we got. Let's do our run through of the stuff, and then we'll do Deadly Assault. Then we'll switch because Deadly Assault's going to take a while. On Pepe Me, it's called Feels Good Man. If you like it, the documentary is there? I've ever watched that. I mean, I can quickly look if I've ever watched that. Feels Good Man documentary. Oh, it's from 2020. Oh, I think I remember. Oh yeah, I never saw it, but I think I remember seeing when this aired, and how I remember people talking about it. Cause like some of the screenshots I see from like their little clips that people posted. I remember seeing those. I mean, but that's something that can happen, is that your art can take on a meaning of its own. Like, it's one of those things. Like the original creator of Pepe, like, has really has to feel bad that that the government sees his art as a hate symbol. It's like it was never meant to be that, and that's one of those like sad things. Is when it's the internet way of like, you can create something for one reason, but the internet can make it another. Which is like the cool thing about the internet, but also like the bad things. Is that like once out into the wide world, like things can always take on a different meaning. Anything. Also, it's not even just a meme. Like it's like just art in general. Like I remember. Like, what was it? Oh, got ads. It's very unexpected. Yeah. I don't know if you got the ad thing started, so I don't know if you have it. I don't know if you got the ad break. But yeah, I would imagine, like, it just brings back the memory of, who's that guy? It was Jeff Kaplan. The guy that created the Overwatch characters. Like, I think there was like an interview where like he talked about like how he never expected, like he never expected his art to be turned into porn. And that the porn of his characters that he designed would be more relevant than the characters themselves in the video game. which is funny in its own right. But like, I feel like in this day and age, you gotta expect, especially in video game design, that if you make like semi-attractive characters, it's kind of like just a given that you gotta be like, they're more than likely going to be sexualized in one way or another by the internet. There's somebody that's going to find your work attractive and make like erotic art of it or whatever. Like it's the rule 34 on the internet. If it exists, there's porn of it. I mean, like even like in that same vein, like look at if you look at like how prolific SpongeBob became as a meme culture. Like the entire SpongeBob show became just reference and people's like memories and meme culture. Like till this day, you could find people quoting SpongeBob lines as. Yeah, because there was just like so many moments in that show that you can be like, like. I think I was watching a video the other day, and like someone made the joke of, "I don't need it, I don't need it, I need it," and like that that fucking cracked me up. Which is sad, and it's alright, because if you think about it, eventually, we are going to be the boomers that are going to be like... They're going to remember these references and shows, but like, the younger generation are going to be like, what's that? Or they're going to know, like, the new age version of it. Like, I can't tell you how... like how sad I am to see when shows of like of my childhood or whatever get a reboot, and you could clearly tell it's worse. It's a worse show. Like what they did to what was the show? They did that to Powerpuff Girls, and then they did that to Teen Titans. And actually, you know what? They tripled down. They tripled down and have made Teen Titans 2 times over worse. Because there was the original Teen Titans that I grew up with that was really cool, very like old school, like edgy and like a cool show. But then they made Teen Titans Go, which was more of a kids show, and they did a design, and now there's a newer Teen Titans show that looks even more like of a kids show. And it looks even worse. And I'm like, where did we go wrong? When did we start evolving, but backwards in the way of art design? Because it has felt that for many years is that like, I don't know, art design has gone in a reverse direction. They take away the simplicity and glorify everything. I feel like sometimes they simplify it too much. That's why, like, I feel like art has become way more simplified in a way, in like a worse direction. Since 2012. Yeah, that's about right. I feel like a lot of people feel that way because of I'm not really trying to get political in a way, but just like during that time frame is when like the idea of the safe internet and like like people's like stuff needs to be monitored and like things need to be made safe, and if you did like being edgy was considered bad. and new inventions we don't need. Yeah. I mean, we've created a like a culture and a way of simplifying like the needs we need instead of like look at the idea of like AI now. Like we are creating things so we don't have to do things, which was always technology's conceptual design, was to like make our lives easier. But it feels like we've gone from taking things that would be too difficult for the layman to now being like the simplest thing in your life is like is being like, you can use this, but I could just do that. But it's easier this way, and it costs you money. Like do I like the idea of like AI intelligence and like robots? Yes, I'm a person. I grew up in that time of that was such a cool concept and idealism. But I am also realizing that if we actually get to that point, people are going to become so lazy and dependent on it. We are going to become the humans from WALL-E in their big old floating fat chairs. I mean, you could say that about a lot of things we spend money on frivolously. I mean, that's why you have people really were so angry about like sending aid to like Ukraine or anything else, because they're like, can we use that money here? Can we fix our own country before we help others? Becoming so lazy. ChatGPT is killing our critical thinking and common sense. Yeah, because you what's the meme now of people not even wanting to critically think? They're like, it's Grok. Grok, summarize this. People are saying in a meme way, but also actually doing now. It's like, oh, too long, didn't read. AI, summarize this for me in like 1 or 2 sentences. I was watching like an Asmongold video about him like reviewing watching a video from like a professor of like psychology, like I forget what he was. He was a professor, but he was talking about like how the literacy rate in the U.S. has gone down. Well, not really down. He was talking about how people are glorifying that like a lot of people are illiterate. It's just that the people that are really good are like semi going down, but like the lower bracket is also going up in a way that's like showing a negative trend. In which you could see quite evident in this day and age is that if you even look at Twitter, you'll see people like it was really goodly summarized in that video from the professor about him talking about like how people can read but they can't understand anymore. Is that it's like people can read like words on a page, but then they don't have a good context or understanding of what those words can fundamentally mean or like mean to the world or your own understanding. Is like context and like the meaning behind those words. Like the people will just take your word at face value, but not understand the truer meaning of it. Like like all like subtext and like the idea that you could tell a joke, something that could be obviously a joke, but people take it so seriously because they don't have any frame of reference or contexting of it, so they take it as you were just saying that thing as it is, rather than what it could be very meaning inside of like the context of that person. But I think that also goes poorly with just like text media, because I'm even guilty of this, is that meaning and like understanding gets very much lost inside of text media, because you can't feel someone's emotion usually through like just words alone, unless they're very descriptive in a way, which is weird, because if you look back, you could read a book and you could like get someone's understanding and like meaning behind their words, like of a character, but nowadays it feels like you can't really do that. Like, it's weird. I think that's maybe like people aren't good writers anymore. At least I guess the layman isn't. It was never really, because that's why we had people that were writers. But I feel like even writers nowadays have gotten lazy with like character and like giving feeling and understanding through their words. Because I think that's been a lot of people's complaints inside of like even video games nowadays, is that a lot of like even video game writing nowadays is like, hey stupid, this is what we're meaning. Don't we like this here? We want you to know this, and this, and like, instead of like leaving it up to interpretation, or like, oh, like what did the author mean in that way, or like, was there some deeper meaning or context to what they said? Which we have some games that still do that. Like I think people talk favorably about was the Expedition 33, about their writing, because it does have that that non like in your face context. But yeah, I do think like as a society we're slowly getting lazier and lazier. In which I say that, and like even me myself, I am not holistic to that. I understand my own laziness also, and like, and it's one of those things that like it kind of a little feels inevitable. Because even me myself, like I can say like I am almost like lazy in my own right. Even though like I do so much, I don't do also. And like I feel like parts of that is the world now is kind of like fucked a lot of stuff for like people's like belief, belief in getting better, at least in my own straight, like I would want to believe my life can get better, but I'm also a nihilist in my own right, and I feel like I've grown to be a nihilist of thinking that it won't get better, in which I am more so finding happiness in each day. Even though I'm also a big dreamer, like I want to do big things, I want to have a bigger life, but then like when I look at where I am now and where I want to go, it feels like an insurmountable wall that I can't see a way to get over. A lot of people would say like, well, you just gotta do, you gotta like work toward it, and I'm like, but I feel like I tried that for a long time, and I got nothing out of it. But then, like, a lot of people would be like, "Well, you didn't try hard enough, or maybe you just gotta keep trying." And I'm like, "But but see, that's the problem also with how everything is today, is that the world makes it harder to keep trying, because as you fail, you lose the will to keep trying, which I feel is like kind of like a grown thing, like over time. Because if you look back in the day, things were like sometimes easier, sometimes harder. Like, but a lot of things do feel like they were way easier, like before. Like getting a job was easier. Like, I don't know, like finding like willful employment, or like employment that would make you feel satisfied. As like I remember, I remember watching something about like even the corporate like landscape nowadays is more entitling you to switch jobs regularly, whereas back in like my father's or my grandfather's like time period, you stuck with one company and then you would rise up in that company, and like you would just get better and better, and your life would get better and better. But now it feels like really much so nowadays, like that can't happen. Like there's a point where like where no matter what you do, it wouldn't get better. So it's built like this culture of like not really giving a fuck, or not trying to stay, and then not even the companies have even adopted this of like not trying to keep people either. Whereas like we've had all the video game layoffs and everything, and like a lot of the times who goes first is like the veteran guys, because they've been there longer, so they're costing the company more. But then they also lose the built up like education and knowledge from those guys that helped build your company in the first place, which then feels short-sighted, but in their eyes, like, oh, it's for the market gain, because like we need money and a way to grow, or like keep profitable in a way. Which I don't know. Like I've never owned my own company. I've had to deal with that. So I don't like. I can somewhat put myself in like the shoes and ideals of like if you're running a company and like you're about to go out of like you're like very much in the red and you need to do this to survive. But it just feels nowadays is that these companies aren't even doing it to survive. They're doing it for like just market growth, rather than it being about like keeping your company afloat and like just progressing. It's more so like, hey, we always need our market to go up, so we have to make sacrifices for it to always go up. Because nothing goes up now. Like, no matter how much you would want, the world doesn't continuously go upward. The only way the world really functions in a way is by a repeated cycle of growth, destruction, and then growth again. In which, yes, there is like forward movement, like the idea of like life and technology, but as a lot of people do see it, is that like life is like cyclical. Like it does feel like we run into the same issues over and over again, and yet people have always preached like the idealism of like learn from the past so we don't make the same mistakes again. Yeah, but it feels like even though if we do learn the past, people still make the same mistakes. Because I think it's fundamental to like that growth is that we need expansionist growth, but then we need things to fall, but not fall below what was before. But that so think of like a line of like we start at one point, we go up, and then we go back down, but we don't go like to that line or below it. We go like slightly ahead of it, and then we then have but then we have the growth again, and then it goes back down again. And I feel like that's the way the world will always work. But I feel like in the way of business, people are too idealistic in the way of that they can't understand that, and they don't want the world to work that way. They just want it always to keep going, to increasing. That's a lofty idea, but it just isn't practical. Because you could because I don't know, people see it as what they want, not what it is. And they try to make it that, which then leads to like, I don't know, it always feels like it leads to just more destruction along the way. Sorry, that was a very long, like, I just went to a impromptu like TED talk. But like that's what I feel like. Really, thing you can only do nowadays is like, is still just try. It's like always just try your hardest to do what you feel is right. At least in your in your ability to control, and like then just try to live with like the bad consequences that others have had to deal like set upon you, which is annoying. You shouldn't be that way, but then you gotta hope that eventually people will wake up and help and fix the world as it is.
Let me handle this.
Wow. I don't know why I don't know why they do that sometimes. Where like they just stay alive.
To the skies.
What's fan on over there?
To the skies.
Bum, 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 bum.
Allow me. Sit still. What a nuisance.
All right.
Soar with the wind. An opening. Cycle of yin and yang. Scatter.
There we go.
To the skies.
Do. Pum, 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 pum.
Yin and yang converge.
All right. Last area.
There's no harm in resting here for a while.
All right.
Allow me. Weaken. Evil shall be purged.
Well, Alright.
To the sky. Don't underestimate me. Fool. But in song every I watch over you.
No, 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 no.
An opening.
Alright.
Soar with the wind. Let's get still. Release. Let's make this quick. Allow me. What a nuisance.
Alright.
To the skies.
Oop. Ow.
No. Hit my trusty little pig. More faith is sealed.
Well, oh, some lag.
Let's make this quick. What a nuisance. Allow me. Soar with the wind.
Alright. Alright. Yo. Alright. Boop. Boop.
Don't you try stirring the
Oh.
An opening. Cycle of yin and yang. Release. Oh, for Lord's sake. Allow me.
Alright, there we go. Soup over there. Alright. Alright. Nope. And gather. There we go. Alright. So, it's that done. We gotta go do the deadly assault. So we got Pompey, Priest, and Butcher. Oh.
Did you call me? Meow.
What brings you allow me to watch over you?
I would never turn down Lord Payton. Did you call me? Meow. Let's make a grand entrance.
Alright. Deploy. Alright. Here we go. I might be able to get 3 stars with that. Hello there. You were jogging. That's fine. We just did the daily stuff and now we're doing daily assault.
I shall follow, thank you for the recognition.
Sukaku, okay. Here we go.
My blade is ready.
Am I today? Well, I mean, I answered that at the beginning. I'm doing okay, except for one of my tooth caps fell out yesterday when I was eating dinner. So I gotta tell that to my dentist when I go see him.
Time to clean this up.
No forgiveness. I swear on my blade.
Yeah, it's just making me realize more so that like all the dentists I had like before this dentist I have now, they did a very like shoddy job.
I see it.
By your will.
No forgiveness.
Thank you for your peace.
Watch me. Just don't blink.
My dentist did an awful job. Yeah,
I'll bite your throat out.
Shadowless blade.
Time to wait.
In its weak point, victory. The only option.
Damn. So yeah, now I have to tell the dentist I'm going to now, like, hey, I need another tooth from one of those old dentists to be put back in now. In Pompeii. I do those 2 teeth. Well, I haven't lost any teeth. I've had like I still have all my teeth technically, just a bunch of caps and like some root canals and stuff, a bunch of fillings.
Did you call me? You want to test my hammer? I'll help you win. The lunch is on you.
Awaiting further instruction. Ready for combat.
Did you call me? Meow. Good day. Props, get going. Banana. Don't get hit. Target confirmed. Eyes on me. My turn. Get lost. Come on, try harder.
Target acquired.
Have a taste. I'll win and a storm. Stand still. Let me beat you into the foundation.
Plus, molar and 1 premoral tooth.
Prepare.
Also Orphan. Yes, I was semi confused on like your message, and I was like, oh, I get it now. After like a minute of looking at it.
Here we go. Get lost. Come on, try harder. Beat it.
Get out of my way.
Be gone. Record again. My turn.
Fuck, that's why is it so hard to dodge? I'm skipping all 2.1. I mean, yeah, you did say that. The 4 people that you're gonna skip. But who's the other one? That's not the like that the gun tail. Like, so Orphe's the gun tail.
Fighters ready.
Big robot. I don't think I've seen that yet. I can't. At least I don't remember. Are we getting a big robot? I want that guy. Well,
Here we go!
A weak flames. Obey me!
Don't get in my way! Get lost! Come on, try harder! Crush 'em! My turn! Come on, try harder! Beat it!
Get out of my way.
Leave! Be gone! Here we go!
ooh. How about that? Ta-da. Alright. Alright. Let's switch over to main. Boop. Put you back over there. Oh, we didn't upgrade any things, I think. So, switch you there.
I'll help you in. The lunch is on you.
I've got your back.
Bum, 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 bum. You can make an all-cat team? What's that? Wait, what does that mean? Okay, we have Nekomata. Oh, yeah, Chufu and then Bulkra. Fucking cat squad. That's two stunners and an attack. I guess that's not that's not like the worst combo. And yeah, Jufu, and then Nekomata does run off of crit damage. So that's actually not that bad of a team, actually.
Fufu's here.
I forgot I don't have any other stuff. Does Jufu stats? Oh, hers is attack and crit. Okay. Sure, Collatus engine with Jufu if you have it. I do have. I do have Collatus. I guess yeah, that would work with hers. I just don't have any. I just don't have any of these people built like at all. And like I don't really care as much on the sub for getting the Deadly Assault. Right, we have to switch over to main though. I get the poker. Why are you building Panda? What are you building Panda for? A shoe. Yeah, he increases sheer damage. He's mainly using her with him with Yeet. Alright. The box. No. 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 Alright. I wanted to pull, because damn, she does amazing support. Yeah, that's what I kind of want. But she's also with Miyabi, so I'm like, it's kind of strain. And then I might skip Alice. I don't know. I'm like. Because anomaly, yeah, that's why she's paired with Miyabi. And then Alice, was it Alice thing? Alice like is tied with Yongi because of disorder, I think. You can trigger an assault with Jane in 3 hits. What the fuck? It was like so you could use her like in replace of you could use her in like in the place of like Vivian a little bit. Jane, Vivian, and Yuzu team. Yeah, like, except she busts Anomaly, and Disorder with Anomaly, and... Oh. Alright, that's all good.
Did you call me? Meow.
1, 2. Yes, all accounted for.
Alright. So what are we doing with these? Oh yeah, then it's so let's do double electric and money.
Pet Maid Rena,
Alright.
at your service.
Can't wait for Orphe leaks. Is it? We don't even know what she does yet. Are you just liking her because of her design? I mean, I gotta give you their characters really interesting with that, like it being a 2-person in one type of thing, with like the tail also having her personality. She's a fire agent. I don't know why. I don't know why I would think this or want this. But, like, I don't know, with her tail, I mean, I guess, yeah, it would be fire. You know what thing I would want them to add? I would want them to add, like, a poison. And I don't know, because she has the tail, she has, like, very, like, scorpion vibes to me. So, like, I don't know, like, part of me, like, would want, like a whole new, like, array of, like, poison characters to go along with, like, in this troop of stuff. So, because we have physical, fire, ice, electric, and ether, I would want, like, a poison. Because I think that would fit. And it would just be, like, another static effect. And then you could do, like, very cool disorders with, like, because I don't know, like sometimes they do really like with fire and like poison, because poison is usually like a gas, so these causes explosions. So like fire and poison are like probably very strong or whatever. But no, I would like the look of like poison things, because I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, we already have. Hey. Because we already have Trigger. Yeah, Trigger and like Zero. Well, Onby's not really Zero Onby anymore. That was just like a for that time character of being Zero Onby. I mean, that would work out in a way because we have, yeah, we have Trigger and then Soldier 11 are part of a little squad.
Weakling. Press forward.
Alright, there we go. See, it looks like a robot, so he might be electric, but then Billy's a robot and he's physical. Isn't for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of the machines are electric, though, that we face. Like, any of, like, the military robots are, like, electric. Or physical, I guess. No, well... Like think of like the like the any of the bosses we fight that are like the military robots. They're all electric. They all have like electric attacks. Like those the ones that you like turn into the shield, or like the Mauler. The big robot that like punches shit. That's also electric because he does like area effect electric attacks. So I don't think you're that far off. Like, it's just with the military, because the military seems like very focused on electric stuff. But then they also have fire added to them, so like it could be a mix. I mean, that'd be a pretty cool like idea of like mixing it. Be like the first like mixed character, where it's like electric and fire, depending on what attack you use.
My blade is already sheathed. No room for mercy.
And I like how you did that. And you sent me that message, and I like it to myself while I was at work. And I was like, I told you, Shell, this was gonna lead into the military. That this beach episode feels like a filler that will lead into the military stuff. But I'm also very interested because like the military stuff can go like very wild and anywhere. And also, like, we get to look at what like the really like basic military is like. Then at that point, because we've only really known like HS6, and like the and like Scott Outpost a little bit. So we haven't really had like much contact with like the actual military.
It's over.
Alright. What's that until... Oh. It's nice. Denny's. I'm so tempted because I main anomaly characters. I mean, I feel like that is the... Because again, that's where we all went because straight attack characters don't have enough damage output. Alright. Sachi. Here's the last thing.
Got new stock in today.
There you go.
Come take a look.
If you build them right, yeah, but like no, but like out of the box, they don't. But I feel like that's an issue. Is if just in a base stat, they don't. Except for Soldier 11, I always hate her. But I feel like that's a problem. That if like in your, like, in your own thing, if the character just in a base stat doesn't feel good, I feel like that's a fault of the your balance and like way you're running things. Because if you have to build them to make them good, instead of them just getting better than just being like good from a base stat, I feel like that's a problem.
Leave it to me. Let's make this quick.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Evelyn, I feel like they did a really good way with Evelyn. I mean, sometimes she just still does feel like underpowered, but the way you're intended to use her, she does feel like very good to use.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like because you just saw me using her for the Deadly Assault, and even like, again, I don't really have her built, but like, I don't know. It feels like she just doesn't do enough. And doesn't like, I don't know how you would play her to make her better.
Soar with the wind. The weak spot is here.
Gather.
Switch. To the skies.
There we go.
No control. Victory. The only option. Leave it to me. To the skies. Concentrate. Awaken.
Uh, I give it like maybe like a 15%. I feel like in my feeling I feel like she might be an anomaly. Or support, I don't know.
My heart is a mirror. Too slow. Fine. My blade is already sheathed.
I mean, my best two guesses would be anomaly or support. The big robot is maybe going to be a defensive agent. Because we haven't gotten a defense agent in a while. Or a rupture. Again, like, I don't know. I don't know if I guess it is its own unique thing. It's gonna be like really weird that I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be interested if they see how they try to add more rupture characters and the way to explain. Because like, for all we know right now is rupture is mainly coming from like. It's coming from Yi and like the temple, which I don't. And like just way you would think is that like it's from the temple then it's rupture characters. So unless they're like going to explain it in a different way that oh like rupture is like a different type of thing. So I don't know. Alright. A girl pilot? Oh, so it's like Diva? It isn't just like Robot Man like Billy?
Purging flash. Yeah.
I didn't think that robot's a defense. Either anomaly or rupture. I don't think the rolls points back to back. They're really not. Yeah, because it is it. Wait, I forget. What are Allison? Alice is a support, right? And then Yuzu is an anomaly, right? Alice, Yuzu support. Okay. Yeah, then I could see maybe being her being an attacker then.
It's over.
Although I'm like, I would be interested to see like how though, because when we met her, she doesn't feel like a fighter. Yeah, she's the captain. Oh, it's. I always forget that she's the captain. You would think the big robot is the captain. I thought the big robot was the captain. I'm not sure. Because God, I can't remember. Because it was on that phone call we had during that one mission that they like told us about it.
Let's get still. Release.
It's over.
It was like the trigger mission. And like I don't remember like. Her tail is the leader. She originally died in a mission. Oh, I mean, that would be an interesting plot. I like that idea of like a plot point.
Snacks are later.
They move their consciousness in it though. I would like that plot point. That plot point actually sounds pretty cool. And that's just really funny. Is that now that's
Swear on my gold.
and that like she's stuck in like. Wait, I keep forgetting. Is the tail called Orphe or is the girl Orphe? I can't remember. Because if they wanted to like because that so like hear me out. Because they like to add like new things where like that they then like to build new characters on. What if with the military guys they start dabbling with like multi charactering because of like. And they make like Orphe a support attacker, like multi-classing. Like they make Orphe like a support and an attacker, because the girl herself is a support, but the tail is an attacker, in that way. And at least that would make sense in that because they're technically two people in one. Because if you think like what was Orphe originally then? Because like without the tail, what was Orphe's position in the squad before they attached the tail to her? Was she like a like well yeah because they said what was it that there's like 5 positions in like a military squad, and one was like a one that controlled robots. Well, no, that would be the leader then if it's a girl inside a robot. There was the medic, the scout, the sniper, an artillerist, which that could also be the robot though. That the robot could be an artillerist, because like I forget the positions. There was captain, scout, medic, sniper. There was like 6 positions, I think. Oh, she could have been the medic. So they might make her a healer, which would make her a support. Or for the long without the tail. But yeah, but you would think in this storyline she was already part of the squad. That the captain died at one point, and they had to put her in the tail. So Orphe had to be part of the squad. Maybe she was an like the artilleryist that like was like a long range like bombardment character. Like how Lucy is. Like Lucy is tackling like an artillerist because of like her shooting her like boars at people. Maybe it's something like that where like the tail is like it's like she's like a tank. Like she gets into position, the tail like fires like a blast or whatever. The entirety of the squad that Magnus was and died. So Orphe was not in that squad. I don't remember this lore. Where are you getting the lore that she died is in the tail? I'm not remembering that. I'm not remembering ever like seeing that. That's the story of it. I mean, we'll know a lot when like they start doing like the character intros and like we get the actual story in the game. It was leaked. So she's the captain of this squad, but she wasn't the captain of. Wait, so she's the captain of this squad now, but she wasn't the original captain. Orphe's just a host. Yeah, but she had to exist before then. Like she had to be in the military before then for a reason. Like she had to have a position. But like by your explanation is that she wasn't part of this. Like she wasn't a person. She wasn't the captain of this squad that died on one of their missions. And then while they were there, they got her back, and then they transferred their captain into the tail. Because at least to me, that would make sense in the storyline of doing it that way. There's a lot we'll get to know, and there's probably a lot we won't get to know, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff they're gonna leave for like later stuff. Because like if I was gonna write that story, I would have wrote it because you would be emotional that way. Of her being the captain, and then it would make sense then if like Zenless is a mysterious game. It is, because if I was gonna write this story, Orphe would be the medic of the squad, and during the mission, maybe there was the thing that she couldn't save her. But she wanted to save her, like they were out in the field, and the best thought that she could do was to transfer the captain into her tail, to like in a way of saving her as a medic in a way like. That's why I'm kind of leaning into Orphe being a medic, like her before like the captain was in the tail or whatever. Because they said they had a medic. In that phone call in the Trigger episode, like one of them was the medic. So I don't know. Also, she can't really be the captain if she's in a tail now. I don't think the military would allow a tail to be the captain. So I think the robot would be the captain, especially if it's a person piloting it. I don't remember a medic. I don't know why I'm stuck on like the thing where we had that story about like with what's her face, that sniper, and then her tragic story about losing her squad, and then like I somewhat connected that with the Trigger thing, like when she called back to base and they were all on the phone. And I thought she mentioned about them a little bit. God, I wish we could like replay mission. We can probably, but I don't remember where that mission was. At least you just dropped 2 days, new versions. We'll see. Yeah, I guess yeah. It's funny because in my mind, writing a story, I would either make her a medic or they're a terrorist. Because we have because Soldier 11 is the scout of the team. Trigger is the sniper. Oh no, it was machinist, wasn't it? Yeah, because that was also in that sniper girl's back. So when she was like tormenting Trigger. Because one of them was like a machinist, wasn't it? As a position. So I mean that would fit. I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to figure that. Like a lot of stuff has happened, and the stuff takes such a long time that like this plot point gets mixed up with this other plot point.
Evil shall return to dust. It's over. Victory. The only option.
Yeah, but as you said, we'll have to see. I mean, it's not like
My blade is already sheathed.
oh.
Soar with the wind.
Bum, 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 bum.
If there's nothing to do, we should practice the blade. You strike first. I
Bum, 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 bum.
I swear on my blade. Yeah. Weakling.
Bum, 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 bum. An ether stunner? I mean, that would be interesting. I mean, that's true. Also, there's the there's also there's also the A, like who's going to be the free A with like there's going to be a free A agent.
My blade is already sheathed.
He is A rank. They confirmed that with the beach episode. It's Yuzu. Yeah, because Kimono is part of is part of the freak squad. Because the freak squad is Yuzu, Alice, and Kimono. In the live stream.
My blade is already sheathed.
Yeah, because they talked about like how Yuzu and Alice and Kimono are all part of the new a new squad called the Freak Squad, Freak Team or Freak Squad. Because they're all part of an internet forum that hunts like ghost stories and like supernatural like supernatural things. Yeah, he's going to be there. But the reason why he's there is because of Alice and Yuzu, because they're the spooky side of the update about the island.
My blade
I just find it pretty funny. We're getting it. They're all part of a new squad. That's literally just an internet forum. They're literally the Reddit, or like the 4chan like group. All right.
You're gonna get dizzy. Snacks are later.
Sit back. Let me handle this. The weak is here. Purging slash. Yeah. It's over. Soar with the wind.
Yeah.
Take this.
Oh, nice. All right.
I'll watch over you. Soar with the wind. Let's get still.
All right. All right. What you have to do?
There's no controlling it. Take this. It's over.
All right. You got some pizza? I want pizza. Send that through the. Give me that through the screen. You know, my hand's gonna like come through the screen and grab the slice and pull it through. So, oh, thank you. You know.
Sit back. My heart is a mirror.
It's pizza. I love pizza too. Well, I'm from New York, so we got the best pizza. And also, I am not even lying, but it's kind of a stereotype that like New Yorkers will say we got the best pizza, but I have tried other states' pizza and it's just not good.
Take this.
Like pizza doesn't taste the same when it's not from like New York.
Obliterate form and spirit.
Deep dish. Deep dish is good.
Awaken.
I mean, I'm a more like I get basic like stuff or I get Sicilian. I love Sicilian. Sicilian is really good.
I see it. My blade is already sheathed. I swear on my blade. Weaken.
All right. Ugh. The one type of pizza I do not like is when I went to Philadelphia for school, they had they had like they had a pizza that was like only sauce, like it was like a sauce pizza, and I'm like
Step back. Let me handle this.
it was just like it was just I don't know, it was just weird. But yeah, it's like it's a staple of like Philadelphia pizza.
No room for mercy. Weaken.
Tastes too plain. I mean, that's where you had like you had like other stuff to it. You had like some pepperoni or some like meat on it. Like while I was in school, my mom makes fun of me that I had calamari pizza, which you would think wouldn't work, but works really well.
I'll watch over you. To the sky. Let's get still.
Mushroom and shit. Well, I don't like mushrooms.
No time to lose. Victory. The
Oh,
only
mushroom.
option.
Oh yeah, I've never liked mushroom really. I've always been like a meat person. All right, time to go to assault. Else, did you like cheese sandwiches? Like like the thing that took out my tooth yesterday. My mom made pulled pork. Dude, I love me some pulled pork. Pulled pork is so fucking good. I also, someone like me, I make a sandwich out of it. So you take a bun, you can add a slice of cheese on it. Put the heated up pulled pork on it, and then do a little squirt of sour cream on it, and then put the bun on it. And that thing is so good. That's such a good pulled pork sandwich.
I'll help you win. The lunch is on you.
I'm at your wish is my command.
Okay, here we go.
It is amazing. All right, there we go.
blade is already sheathed.
His power.
Damn it. I didn't mean to do that.
I swear on my blade.
Time to clean.
No forgiveness. Press forward.
I'll eliminate any obstacle.
Shadowless blade.
Time to end.
Purging slash. Yeah. My blade is already sheathed.
God damn it. Why is he so hard?
Did you call me? Meow.
Need a fort. There's no harm in switching things up from time to time.
Like my Miyabi's so fucking strong. Like I don't. It just feels like it's not giving like good output. Her. Oh yeah,
Pick me. You're not
Oh,
gonna
wait.
mess up my new clothes.
Nicole
are
and
you? Take a deep breath. I hear the stage calling.
3 outfits. Go. Hey, we got it.
Let's get still. Get him. Freeze.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Like that went flawlessly because the priest.
Did you call me? Meow.
We fighting? Victory will be ours.
Let's fire it up. Did you call me?
Asa can relax. You're in good hands.
Thought that might work.
Only the brave will. That's me.
Hey, don't look leader should be leading the way. You want to test my hammer?
Wanna? I've been waiting for you. Which alias should I use this time?
Hey, don't look down. Yeah, you know it's good.
I'll protect you. Wanna be my research subject?
Try that. I don't know why I like this idea of this team.
Careful. I bite.
Be gone!
Catch him off guard. Now, you're the prey. Careful.
Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundations! Yeah! Come on, try harder! More fire!
Oops, sorry.
This party is just getting started! Burn it
taste of the abyss.
Quickly! It's time! Hey! Let's have some fun!
Let's make this quick. Watch your blind spots. There's still
Damn. Why are these other two hard? But like, the priest was so easy. Like I mean didn't really have to use like his thing to get more points. I was like more doing straight up damage. Let's try it one more time, and we'll call it. Or like we'll try again another day. Let's see what we can do. Well, I got 2 on that one, but... Well, if I dodged more, I maybe could have gotten that. I don't know. We'll try again tomorrow and see how that goes. The Pompeii one, I don't know, man. Like, I've always struggled on the Pompeii one. We're at 75. Yes. Alright. Let's park you back home. I feel like I can do that. It's just that I need to do what I just did, but also dodge a bit more. But that'll be it for today. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by. Alright. But, thank you for stopping by and watching. Oh, Derp, you need to see this. Because, the other artist, lady that comes in, that she's doing, emotes for me. You need to, this is the emote she's working on, and it had me dying laughing, and I just need you to see this. Because I think it will make you laugh just as much. Oh, did you leave? Derp? Derp's gone. What the fuck? You bastard. Oh, no, you're still here. What the fuck? It didn't show you in the thing. That was weird. Here, let me... have a good... yeah, I'm gonna have a good... I'm gonna show you this, though. This is gonna make you laugh. There's that. You can message me in Discord about it. It's really funny. But thank you, everyone else. And I will see everyone back tomorrow. As always. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. It's funny as fuck. Alright.